Alright everyone, welcome back to your Brigandine equipment guide for monster hats for the game Brigandine, Legend of Runersia. So let's get into it here, but before we do, definitely hit the like, smash the like, and or subscribe if you're new to this. And I will cover everything I can with the hats here, and there's plenty of other guides where I've covered pretty much all the other gear, and also a monster bestiary as well. You can check out on my channel for all the monsters in the game Brigandine, the Legend of Runersia. So let's cover this here. If you're new to the game, I'll just quickly go over this really fast. There is the white lettering gear for monster hats. That little M there means it is only equipable by monsters. The purple hats here and the gold tier hats here, and all it really just means is strength, quality, and rarity. Essentially, that is what all that means right there. So let's put on the weakest piece of hat that we can find in this game, Force Hide Hat. All right, so we put it on our blue bottle elemental, blue elemental here. This is a elemental in a game here. It just shoots the element at the enemy, hurting it a bit. And what does it do here? Let's look at the stats. So the MP goes up by 12 and defensive 2, which is actually pretty good because elementals use their MP on the right here to shoot their ranged offensive spell, which hurts the most on the enemies. So that's what that does. All right. Now let's put on the anti-magic hide hat. So you can see on the right here, you can look at the stats. They'll actually change depending upon what I'm equipping it with right at the moment. So let's put on this anti-magic hide hat, and it gives us defensive 3 and a magic resist of 4%. So if you are going to get hit with spells, you're a little more resistant to them now. All the spells, though. So magic resistance of plus 4% applies to any spell cast on you, even if it's something like a dimension spell or a charm spell. It does work for that too. So resists all kinds of magic, whether it's damage or stat changing spells. All right. Okay, let's look at the Hero's Hide Hat. Let's put that on there. Now, so far I noticed with the hero stuff is that it lowers your intelligence of 5. So, you know, that's not very good. But it does give you a defense of 3, and it gives you an attack of 5, so that is something to consider, you know. But it's up to you if you want to equip this or not. Really, personally, I try to avoid equipping heroes things because minusing intelligence really just means that if you're a caster, your damage is weaker, or if you're in the front lines, you might get hit with a spell even harder than before. So typically I avoid the hero hides or the heroes anything for the most part, and I put on something else. All right, Mana Hide Hat. What does this do? Well, this one lowers your hit points by 10, and this might be really detrimental to you in some ways. Depends if you got a leader with only like 200 or 300 hit points. But it does lower, or not a leader, I mean a monster, but it does lower the magic cost by 10. So this could help you get an upgrade for the monster or fit another monster on the team. Just saying, this could be something that maybe you want to put on there just so you can stuff your team with more monsters than before. Maybe you really, really want that extra ghoul to level up, you know? This this could help you with that. I'm just saying. But, all right, let's go on to the the Guard Hide Hat. So the Guard Hide Hat really just does 10 HP and 3 defense. So just pretty much HP and defense. Pretty good for that. Just solid defense right there. All right, let's move on to the Black Hat. Now, this is a very special piece of gear in the game, and you've probably seen other people do this. I've done this myself. This inflicts double movement. If you don't check out some of these little stat bonuses here, you're not going to know this, because it's not going to show it on the stat on the right. Double movement essentially means that because of this blue elemental has 6 movement right here, as we can see. If you move 3 spaces, you did an attack, that means you can finish moving 3 more spaces if the game allows you to. And what I mean by that is if you have a free space to move without being blocked. So, pixies in this game, or what I call hairy fairies, they can cast a react on themselves and move forward and be able to do something else again. So it's a kind of a cheeky way, a very strategic way of getting more actions done in the battle in a very strategic sense. Some people say it's cheap, but honestly, it's a very strategic ploy, and it does have its uses. It does have its uses, so that's what it is. And these are the other things here: defense, agility, and a black orb defense. All right. So the black hat is kind of what you want. You can go questing for the black hat. I believe the castle just to the right of Manislesia's capital. I believe that's where you can go questing for it, and I think you have to go questing for the items that actually show monster hats. Okay? So if you really want that, that's where you get it. I think this is the one and only place you get it from. All right, now let's put on a white hat. Nope, we're not hackers here. We are just equipping the hats that the game has given us. And it gives us a white orb defense, defensive 3, and 5 intelligence. That's actually quite good. So if you got like an angel, this could be good for an angel. Gives the angel more intelligence, right? For the blue elemental, though, I believe that they use this breath attack with whatever element it is, water, fire, lightning, whatever. But the attack uses their MP, and it's based upon their strength or their attack. I don't think it's based on their intelligence. If I'm wrong on that, please let me know, but I believe that elemental attacks are based upon their actual physical attack. So like 66 here, that would be based upon. All right. So increased intelligence won't increase our physical attack, I don't believe. All right, Psychic Hat, that's the next one up. And it gives us 20 MP and 5 defense. This is a great hat for the elementals here because the more MP you have, the more possibilities you have of shooting ranged attacks on the enemy troops, and therefore getting more damage on the enemy troops. So, you know, maybe consider putting a bunch of Psychic Hats on these little dudes. All right, and up next is the Servant Hat. We saw that with the Servant Helm before, and what did it do? Magic cost minus 15. It's quite good. So you can see now the magic cost is 30, you know? And you can get some monsters ridiculously low with their magic cost to the point that you're like, what? And you can try to fit a lot of stuff on your team this way. So magic cost minus 15 essentially means that if you got an upgrade and it's 15, put the hat on, do the upgrade, and it will look as if almost nothing even happened. Okay, cool. All right. What is up next on the list? All right, got the blue hat here. Blue hat, blue dots, blue dot defense, HP of 12, defense of 3. Pretty good. All right, so that was all the hats, apparently. Here we got all these hats. I'm surprised they don't have like a green hat or a red hat, you know. But I think they had to decide that they only have so many spaces to give so many hats per tier, and they decided to go with like the Psychic and the Servant and, you know, stuff like that. All right, next hat will be the Water God Tiara. Okay, that is really cool. Mobility of 1. I like this one a lot. MP of plus 10, defense of 7, double or blue defense, and adds charm immunity to your monster. So you are immune to charm, which can be quite good in some circumstances, I am told. All right, Sacred Hat, obviously white orb defense. 2 white orb defenses, magic cost minus 10, and HP of 30. This can really save you in so many ways, really. This is actually really good for an angel because angels are quite costly. But you can put this on anything, really. So let me know what you like to put that hat on. Nightmare Hat, obviously. Black orb defense. Defense of 7, intelligence 7, attack of 5, evasion of 4. Very well-rounded piece of gear. All right. Earthen Hat. Let's see what that one does. double green orb defense, HP of 30, and evasion of plus 7%. So if you're looking for an archer, this is probably an archer's hat. Gives you more green orbs and gives you more evasion for your archer or your samurai. This could be good for... Oh, sorry, what am I saying? Jeez, we're in monsters right now. Oh, man. Yeah, if you have a monster that needs more evasion and you want to crank up that evasion a little bit more, this could be good for them. So that really kind of concludes it here. There's not much else to cover or go over. I guess if we can right now, let's go over the all-star bonuses, and we're going to see stat jumps here. So I'll go ahead and cover all of them, and you get to see some cool stuff. So let's put on all this stuff, and you'll see all the stats change quite drastically every time you see the all-star bonus go up. Look on the right side when we get to this next piece of gear. You're going to see this go nuts. Look at that. Look at all that green. Look at what it was. Look at what it is now. Boom. All right, let's put on the next set here. I'm just going to equip random stuff here. So if mobility does change, well, it's because of that one particular piece of gear, not because of the all-star bonus. And check it out. Boom. Look at that jump right there. Bam. All right, let's put on all the best gear and see all the best gear all-star bonus. All right. Pause it. Unpause it. Boom. Check that out. Now, that's what you get with all-star bonus. It actually increases your agility, your strength, your attack, your intelligence, your defense, your MP, and your HP by an extra amount. It can make you more tanky, more aggressive, a lot more hit points, just a lot more survivable. So this is something you probably want to do once you get a lot of gear. Start considering making sets. Now, if you can't make a gold set and all you can really do is make a purple set, definitely try to take advantage of that if you can. But your playstyle is up to you, and you know, decide that for yourself. So thanks for coming by. If you enjoyed, definitely smash like or subscribe. Help the channel grow. And I got to thank everybody else that's already been here for all the other things so far too. I'm going to make some strategic stuff in the future here, and also have to cover some knights and stuff of Legend of Runersia. But if you want to see anything, there's guides and all that on my channel for all kinds of things. And if you have any requests, please leave some requests down below, or go on Discord and leave the request there. So other than that, thanks for coming by, and I'll see you in the next helpful video or LP. Take care.